It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Tua sets up to pass it. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Steelers are 1-0 on the year following a win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
First and 10, Taylor now. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Second down, another run with Taylor. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, is going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. Tua going to throw. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game. It will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Here's Tagovailoa on first and 10. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Throwing again on second down. Tua. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Looking to pass. Tua. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-0 zip lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive. Able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And it will come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Another carry from Herbert on 2nd down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
You talk about getting off to a hot start, a shutout right out of the gate. Think of the carryover headed into this one, the residue of that game. That means excellent practices, guys alert, ready to go. They'd love to hang a second one right here, right now.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got it to Williams. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
From midfield, here's Tua. That is caught. It's Williams. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This one is caught, it's Moore. And they work this near the 5, he'll be stopped at the 6. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield. broke down the defender. Made him
What do you mean by that, Brooklyn?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Taylor again. And this time he's going to lose yardage as they push him back to the 4-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Tua. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Preston Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they're able to add on to their advantage. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw there complete to Myers. 2nd down and 3. Burrow looking to pass. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Play action. It's Burrow. That's caught by Myers. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. $10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Johnson's got it complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. His throw incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Again, it's Burrow. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Burrow on 3rd down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Burrow setting up to throw him. Got a man. It's Johnson. End zone. Touchdown, Jets. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Jets are back within a score. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Tua and the rest of the offense heading back out there. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Shakir hauls it in. And he will have a Steelers 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Finding Knox there, complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. From the gun, it's Tua. Got his man complete, Moore. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Partner, at the think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
New York set to take the field. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
On second down, Burrow. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Burrow will throw. They dump it off to Lynch. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They played the Browns last week, got the victory in that game, and so far so good as they've got the lead here. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 56 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does. He
packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's going to look deep for more. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play action, now it's Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. This one is caught. It's Moore. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Going to be caught here left side, Moore. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And New York set to take the field. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow.
He's got Hooper on the out route.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, Herbert.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Out now is the punter, Jordan Stout.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Over the middle and complete to Moore. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash.
The kick by Bass is good.
And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So, sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
On second down, a run with Herbert.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Burrow. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They'll start on the ground here on first down. A gain of 3, second down.
Again, it's Taylor.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
And the Jets will take over. New York's offense back out there and set to go.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They go play action with Burrow. And that is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Jesse Bates. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. That pass complete to Moore. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Tua now on 1st down. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Preston Williams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Tua going to try and throw for it, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Burrow. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They robbed him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because you don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Gets through, and now an opening. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 95 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. They run once more with Taylor.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 24, Tua. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Preston Williams from 21 yards away, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. And New York set to take the field. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10.
Starting on the ground with Herbert.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Back to the ground, this time Lynch. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
A handoff for Herbert.
And I don't think he got there, no. Geez, short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of it.
Here's the Jets punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. .40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Looking to pass. Tua. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On play action, here's Tua. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 45 on second down, Burrow. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. This offense so far on third down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen to Herbert. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Now Burrow on 1st down. They set up the screen to Lynch. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll try the middle with Lynch. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
118 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Back to Taylor on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
That's Matt Milano firing in from its linebacker position.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow complete. It's Johnson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here we go on 4th down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1 and 1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
And this one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow got his man complete over the middle. It's Myers. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. Again, it's Burrow. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Now Burrow.
Again, it's Johnson.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. On 2nd and 7, Burrow. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Burrow on 3rd down. dump it off complete to Lynch. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there.
His first rushing touchdown of the year.
And the Jets get a bit closer. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Now a give to Taylor, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
He was brought down by Marcus May. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Jonathan Taylor, ball carrier. Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
So it's a win here for the Steelers, and it was a strong performance by